Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Love Hour podcast. I am your host, MrsKevOnStage, and I'm joined by my husband and co-host,
the Kev on Stage.
And we are a love and relationship podcast. We talk about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness on occasion, and sometimes we don't talk about those things, but for the most part, that's what we do. Today, before we get started, I want to tell our Patreon that we are celebrating Kev on Stage's NAACP award nomination dinner tonight, and that will be at 6 o'clock Pacific time.
Is it?
Correct.
That was 7.
No, it's a work day.
None of our friends work regular except Mel. And Tank.
And folks have kids and
forget them kids, man. Nobody needs to care about them.
Yeah, everybody got kids. So it's from around 6 to 9 Pacific time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I am going to put up a camera in the soundstage for you guys to view the festivities. It won't be all that interactive. I'm just going to let you know that now. I'm literally just going to kind of set it up just so you can kind of see the room and, kind of get a glimpse of the festivities on a more behind the scenes look. But it will be set up around 6 o'clock tonight. You excited?
Yes. Very much so. Very much so.
Tabitha's coming.
She is coming.
Tabitha and Chance are coming.
I hope so.
It won't be a ton of us. It is a it is a red carpet theme because we love
no draws underneath my suit. That's how clean I'm finna be. Balls to the zip.
Red
what?
No. He didn't rent it.
Oh, a rental.
Yeah.
I thought you said a red one.
No. Are you excited though?
Yes.
I'm excited. I like doing these things, but Kev got to actually see the price tag of this stuff, and
I was like,
"Ooh, for one night."
Can you pay for this? I hope so.
So that'll be at 6 o'clock tonight. Please,
Pacific.
Yeah, Pacific
the time zone that matters.
Yes. So if you are interested or if you want to join us, just be on the lookout for that alert. While we're here, I also just want to shout out everyone who supports us, because anytime I say Patreon, I feel like I get a comment in there and it's like, well, what about us people who, can't afford? So I never want to
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
So shout out to you
and
guys
the book
as well.
Club Blues.
And the book club, of course, the book club, which I have to
never
do.
Say that.
This month has
Book
been
Club
trash
Blues.
for me, and I've been trying to go live, but then I'm competing with y'all, and it just be kind of weird. So I got to figure that out as well, which I've been kind of thinking about, but I haven't figured it out. So anyway, listen, we're gonna get straight into it. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try my best to do this in a way that is very Melissa appropriate and not feel like that I am slandering and into the business. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why are you acting
I wasn't
like
sure
I'm
if you
surprised?
were going to go that way.
Yeah, I have some 2 or 3 other topics, questions that I was going to talk about as well, but I might save them for next week since I have to do 2 Love Hour episodes next week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to, if I feel like it's getting slanderous, I will pivot.
And pull it back.
Because I'll pivot and pull it back simply because it's not a thing that I normally do, and it's not something that I like to do, and so trying to figure out a way to do it in which I feel okay with has been plaguing my mind.
I get it. It's fair. I understand how you feel.
And I didn't listen to you guys this morning. What did you guys say on Here's the Thing?
We were more talking about
I should probably give a little detail first.
Yeah,
let me introduce the topic. So if you are unfamiliar, there is a relationship expert, guru, whatever you want to call it, on social media. His name is Derek Jackson, and he was recently exposed for cheating on his wife that he's been with for 12 years. They've been married for 4, and he was cheating on her. And he initially denied the allegations, and then I don't know if the lady came out with receipts after the denial or at the same time. That part, I didn't dive completely deep into those type of details. But then he immediately, or I should say not immediately, but the next day came out and admitted to the affair, and he did it with his wife. And so yeah, that's what we're going to I want to talk more high level and not get so in the weeds of them, but we'll kind of figure out what we're going to do here. What did you guys talk about?
We talked about the hand holding tight. We talked about...
And your interpretation of that is?
I didn't have no interpretation. I was just like, he was holding her hand tight.
You thought it was bad. You thought he denied it.
He did. Did you watch the whole video?
I watched a 30-minute video and a 3.5-minute video.
He said some of the things are true, some of them are not.
It's
Oh,
like he kept trying to dance around it instead of being like,
He didn't lean into it.
yes.
Oh,
I had
okay.
sexual relations with that woman. That's how I interpret it.
I didn't. I actually thought he took full accountability. I think that you can say a lot of the things were true, and I've had inappropriate relationships, including in leading up to sex, and some of the things were false. That's all I heard. I didn't hear backpedaling. I heard I've had sex, I've had inappropriate relationships, including in up to sex outside of my marriage, and some of the things that were said were also not true. To me, that wasn't a backpedal, but if that's how you interpret it, I think that's fine.
Because the way he was saying it was like, well, it wasn't really, but like I did.
Oh, I thought he fully owned it, to be honest. I did. That was just my interpretation, that I did feel like he fully owned it. What I didn't like, if I'm being honest, is the attack on the wife. That's where I feel like, especially and specifically regarding her appearance. Now, listen, that's not to say I would have come out there looking like her.
You finna be fly?
Child, what you ain't gonna do is have me
Like revenge.
talking about, due to privacy reasons, I'm hiding my wife from the world. And then the first time you see me, that's just me, myself personally. That's no shade or disrespect. That's just not my aesthetic. So that's her business. Shout out to Tabitha Brown. Well, and that was the thing. I didn't like that.
First I had a sexual relationship without sex, and then we did have sex.
Yeah,
So that's the
He said what?
I had a sexual relationship without sex, but then we did have sex.
That's why
I don't remember him saying that.
That's what the
He made a lot of videos over the last
He
over
did.
That day.
I
Video
literally
McGee.
do not remember him not saying, like, the first thing he said was, I've had inappropriate relationships with women, including and up to sex. Yeah. That's literally, it wasn't that, that's not an exact quote, but it's pretty close to what I remember him saying. With that said, wifey, I don't like attacking wifey and her, because some of the comments
He
that
set her
I
up
saw
to fail.
Well, that's first of all, but also I don't like the idea that she needs to make him look good. No, ma'am, Miss Pam, she needs to look good, feel good for herself.
No, sir, Mr.
Like, period. So if you're not going to see me for 4 years, and the first time, oh, good, they said exactly that I'm with Melissa. That's how I took it too. Yeah, I didn't. However, I would not have come out looking the way she did, because again, she's been hidden. And the first time you're going to see me coming out is when he's admitting that he cheated on me.
Woo!
Chad, if you don't think I'm finna be snatched.
What the men have, Becca?
Audacity.
Hey, men are trash.
I mean,
Amen,
listen,
sis.
they are. But I do feel like, I know, Stevie be like, Melissa, why you always be talking like you a woman that's been scorned? I'm not.
Melissa, when I was dating her in high school, she had her guard up and walls up. I said, who hurt you? Nobody. But my friends been hurt, and I learned enough of them. I said, you got walls up for other people?
Yes. Yeah, the very first video where he lied, I didn't see that one. So if that's the one you're talking about, I didn't see that one. And that one, meaning when he denied.
I realized he existed.
Got it.
Oh, you didn't know about him before?
No, I never seen him.
What's so funny is that the Love Hour has been approached by, y'all know how I feel. If you're going to be on the podcast, and this is just my general rule, and you can see it on my platform, if you come on and I'm doing some sort of like interviewing and you're not an expert necessarily, sometimes low-key, even if you are an expert, I ask for your wife or your partner every time.
You do.
It don't matter.
Don't make you know, never mind.
Hi, thank you so much. I really would love to have you on. Also, plus, is your partner available to come on as well? That's just me. That's how I get down. I think it is important to have both. I don't like the idea, and I've said this a gazillion times too, and I'm gonna stand on this hard and tough. I never like the idea, two things, of married people telling single people how to live, how to abstain, how to get married, especially if your story is similar to mine you got married young.
People ask us for single advice. We'd be like, bro.
You guys don't lean into
What do I know? It wasn't even no dating apps.
No.
Tinder, I don't even think. We
Yes.
got together in 2000.
Oh my God.
We have been married since 2004.
Yes.
Y2K.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
And I do.
I can't tell you how to be saved and celibate. I have been with this girl forever. I don't know. So therefore, I know speak on it.
I literally shy away from those questions or comments because, again, what do I know? But one thing that Kevin does know is
How to work out is great. Open fit. You
was.
see this dashing body? Come on, man. You see the muscles. You see the physique.
why would you not take advice from him?
Why
on
would you
this
not
topic?
take advice from me? A fitness professional. You know I don't. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna eat perfectly, and I'm gonna work out every single day on time. You think I stopped working out for a majority of the pandemic?
No, that's
No,
not true at all.
baby. Open fit is what I did. Listen, to be honest, none of this is true. This is why Open Fit is valuable for people like me who are not fitness professionals, who are not
There you
people who
go.
get it done right every time. Who honestly, I believe gyms just opened here
Yes.
Monday, if
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. But luckily for me, OpenFit is a simple streaming service that allows me to work out from the comfort of my own home in as little as 10 minutes a day, which is sometimes all I have. You can take a ton of different classes from beginner to advanced, including strength training, cardio, Pilates, yoga, and even meditation. Don't worry. If you're camera shy, you can still work out with your camera off. I be with my camera off and my shirt off, and I'd be like, man, titties is tittying.
I want you to stop.
You can get a full year of personal training classes for about the cost of one in-person training session. Check out Total Body Workout class with Instagram superstar Jordan Morello. Plus, there are nutrition plans to help you with your weight loss goals. I love the fact that I can take this consistent plan with me on the road. If you didn't know,
That's good, Kev.
if you're not on Patreon, I'm getting ready to go back on the road in about 6 weeks. And with OpenFit, I can make some room in my hotel room or the hotel room gym. Sometimes I don't even have time to go down to the gym.
Right.
I just do it in my room, and I can keep the same program workout classes and keep track of
The
my stuff
consistency and the routine.
in my
That's
own
good.
room. I got my little office at home. I be big musty in there. I open the window. Don't come in here. It smells like balls, sweat, and success. Listen, OpenFit has changed the way I work out. Right now, our listeners get a free 14-day trial membership to OpenFit when you text love to 505050. And if you decide to keep the service, which I'm sure you will, the entire year is only $96.
Oh, that's good.
It's truly the best deal in fitness. You'll get full access to OpenFit, all the workouts, and a nutrition guide, totally free for 14 days. Just text love to 505050. Once again, that's love to 505050. Standard message and data rates may apply.
So anyway, yes, I absolutely cannot, or I do not like when married people have all the advice to give to single people as if being married automatically makes you an expert on being single. And
Listen,
those
being
two
married
things,
don't even make you an expert on being married.
come on, sir. Truth. So yeah, I most certainly and most definitely, I just don't like that energy. I think it comes across as condescending. I think it comes off as, look at me, I have arrived because I'm the married person and you should aspire to get to this level.
Yes.
And I think it infuses a message that you can't live a full, happy, complete life as being single. And so you need to be working toward this end.
Oh, I like that. Is true. That is good. You should repeat that because it said on me a little bit late.
That, Dad, I can't even say it again. It's essentially that working toward, like, marriage is the ultimate goal.
Always.
And so you can't live a happy, fulfilled life single. And so you need to be working to get where I am. Look where I am. Don't you want this?
Yeah.
And that's not to say that marriage isn't a beautiful thing and you can't want or aspire to that, but to think that you can't live a fulfilled life unless you are married, I think that's a false narrative.
False narrative. You can flick the clit as much as you want if you're single. Starting a lighter.
Shut up, girl.
Oh, Becca has been pushing this on us.
Becca
Premarital
said,
sex if
there
you
you
don't
go.
plan on getting married.
So that's
Just
my
listen to Jasmine Sullivan if you want to live that life, Becca.
correct.
She in a relationship, by the way.
Is she?
Well, I don't know. She posted, man. She said,
Yeah, I thought you were talking about
No, not Bex.
Oh,
Beck
I knew
was
you were
like,
talking about
"Eh?"
Jasmine.
But actually, she just posted somebody and said, "I love you," but it could have been a friend of hers.
Oh, okay.
Beyonce told y'all to leave your man with, ladies, leave your man at home, and took her man.
Sure enough. So yeah, that's not a narrative that I push or subscribe to, and that's something I've never liked, and that's part of the reason why I've never been one to give relationship advice to single people. When I talk and teach from the perspective of a married woman, I'm often talking from my own experience.
Yes.
And then I couple that with research and things that I've read, but it's often firsthand experience firsthand revelations, that kind of stuff that I feel I stand in strong. And that's part of the reason I don't call myself an expert, because it's not just head knowledge. I'm just giving you my experience. So that's that part. The other thing that I don't like is that we're often teaching women how to show up as better wives, and we're not teaching men how to show up as better husbands. So all of these conferences, all of these workbooks, all of these experts, their target audience are single women.
And let me tell you why. Because you're not going to get a whole bunch of single men to buy this stuff.
Right, and
so
I get
get
that.
Women to buy it, so you're going to create the market that you want to buy the stuff, and you create for them. If there was a market in getting single men to want to be better, people would do it. But there ain't no money in that, so they'd be like, man, hush.
Can I say it? Can I say it how I feel it?
Say it how you feel it, pal.
It's predatory.
Ooh.
It is predatory to capitalize on the feelings of single women who we have socialized to aspire to marriage and exploit those feelings for profit. It is predatory.
You said it and you stand on, and she'll say more before she take it away.
What Danny say? I add more to it before I take it away.
That is true, though. I think, it ain't right in predatory lending. It ain't right in liquor stores, in Popeyes, and food deserts, and it ain't right here. Like, listen, the environment of patriarchy and marriage status is already set. Right? He didn't set that environment.
Right.
But he said, oh, y'all be feeling bad about this?
Right.
Oh, you don't know what this man ain't ready for you? Oh, okay, let me, a lot of people accuse him of pandering. But I think exploiting is a better word. Like, oh, y'all feel bad about this? Let me write this book. Why he just ain't that into you, basically. Stuff like that. And I mean, like I said on Here's the Thing, I never followed him because I'm not his target demo.
Right.
And it was like, apparently, it's going to be tough for him to continue on in this.
Well, his wife did say she wants to show up more do more in the public space.
But that credibility in that space is shot.
Chad, I also want her to just take a moment.
I
want you to take a moment. And I understand it's a few months removed from the situation. It's new to us, but it ain't new to you. But forcing, and I don't want to say forcing because I don't know, she seems to want this as well. But ooh, girl, that could be a lot.
No, it's somebody's in Patreon and saying, I think all entrepreneurs are predatory. That's their audience. No, I think KevOnStage. Mm-hmm. I create a product to sell. Mm-hmm. You can come to my comedy show tickets, buy merch, watch my stuff or not. I don't go and say, oh, you are a woman who doesn't have a man. Let me make stuff specifically for you, while at the same time, I'm not even living the life of stuff that I preach about.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like, for the most part, we're just creating a product for your consumption. Our product is entertainment. But one thing for sure, we are the people we say we are.
Yeah.
If you want to know who I am as a husband and father, and you listen to this podcast, or you listen to all the episodes, you'll get a very clear picture for who I am, for who Melissa is. I think what happens is a lot of times these men know what sells. And and a lot of times they don't even create it. Just regurgitate what relationship gurus before them have said. Which, listen, if you take my masterclass, they're going by the playbook.
Yeah.
But at a certain time, where I get into a weird scenario is when you're selling something that you morally don't either agree with or live up to.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, bruh, come on.
Well, and I also, when I say predatory, what I actually mean is that you are exploiting a feeling that a narrative about single women. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by predatory. And I think entrepreneurs, That's not to say there aren't predatory entrepreneurs out there. I just don't think that they have to necessarily always coincide.
Right.
That's what I mean. The other thing that I was going to say is, God dog it.
You lost it?
I did too, because I wanted to make sure I addressed that part. I forgot what I was going to say. But I do think that as a whole, I think we do have to be, I know what I was going to say.
There you go.
Then we exploit women and we prey on those feelings of wanting to be in a relationship, because that's how women are often socialized. It's not all women don't internalize that.
Right. That's
but,
a difference.
But we are socialized to aspire to that. And we're not teaching.
Let's stay there. Okay. No, I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
I got it.
Socialize and internalize are separate.
Absolutely.
Whether you ascribe to it or subscribe to it is different than whether you are socialized. You are socialized as a woman to be a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets or whatever, to be wholesome, to be modest, blah, blah, blah. And when you don't subscribe to it, then you are basically operating outside the norms.
Absolutely.
And when men do the same thing that women are socialized not to do, we are championed for it.
Yes.
It is powerful for a man. If Josh was out here taking down 30 women, Josh is the man.
Right.
If his name was Jocelyn and he was getting taken down, right? Even that term changed.
Absolutely.
The woman never is taking somebody down. Her virginity is taken.
Absolutely.
The guy takes virginity.
Precisely.
So there's even power in those little twists of words.
100%.
When men talk about their sexual prowess in rap songs, it is celebrated. I got hoes, they do this, I spit in their mouth at the club, they lick each other. They were real sisters, right? When women rap about their sexual prowess, that's what's wrong with the society. Women don't do this. What are we raising our children to do? It's the same thing.
Right.
Rappers are rapping about the same thing,
Absolutely.
but the way that we are socialized, when women do it, we're automatically uncomfortable with it.
Right. And so to this
better not be
point
taking the women down.
is that then women, someone said this, or maybe he said it actually in this video, and I was like, low key, this is true. Women are then collateral damage in the growth process of a man because they didn't receive the training that is so often targeted to us.
Yeah.
So now you don't know how to show up as a husband. You don't know how to be a good provider. You don't know how to be emotionally available. You don't know how to hold a conversation. You don't know how to share your feelings. And now we've been share, talk, let's have a conversation. Let's do this. And now we looking at each other like, can we talk? I'm not in tune with my feelings. I just know how to say I'm sad or I'm happy or I'm angry. And that's the end.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. This is year 37 of life. Math is 16 of marriage? 17?
It'll be 17 this
It'll be 17
18.
years. 16 years of marriage. And I'm talking about during the pandemic is when I
just tried to do math.
Yeah.
My head was like, girl.
2004 is not a number.
Yeah, it's not a good number.
And I was like,
yeah.
I don't know the number.
14.
And plus the pandemic year threw off all my years.
So 24
year
would be subtract 3 is 17.
24.
Subtract 3 is 17. Correct. That's what I did.
Y'all doing that Common Core.
Hello.
I got to carry it. But anyway, I have loved my wife for 20 years. I am just learning to express my emotions in year 17 in the most honest, healthy way.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is it was cool. It's still considered cool for men to be strong and stoic and tough. Men don't cry. You have to fight against that. There's still a lot of men who don't be comfortable with therapy, don't want to share all that type of stuff. We're definitely not taught how to express our feelings. We're taught don't cry, don't be a man, hold that in. And then when you get into a relationship and your wife is like, okay, but holding it in is not going to work for me. You literally don't know how to express those feelings or unlock them.
But there is a difference in you and I having this conversation. You show up and you haven't been taught those things, but you're willing to put in the work, versus a man that's not willing to put in the work and instead goes out. What's my favorite phrase these days? That's Saweetie. What's her name? No,
she does say that all the time.
No. But she said it ain't love when the intimacy is given to another woman.
Yep.
She said, take care. He sure did.
He didn't take though.
Oh, he did?
He didn't repo it. Anytime those articles are not on real websites, I'd be like, if it's MTO, hotnews.flash, Until I see it on somebody
Flash.
real, I don't trust it.
Well, she said it ain't intimacy. It ain't love if the intimacy is given to somebody else. And these, and I'm talking more general, again, not specifically about Derek, but in these scenarios where you say you love me, but the measurement of love is how I'm willing to put up with your mess.
The ride or die mentality.
Get out of here.
It usually means the person you're riding with is not doing right.
Right.
You got to stick with, and I said this on Here's the Thing. She's damned if she do, damned if she don't. If she stay with him, people going to annihilate her. If she leaves, she going to get annihilated for leaving, not by the same people.
But she did say she left.
Yeah. I think most people just like, poor thing to her.
They said it's pronounced sweetie. Well, why she got all them extra letters?
I purposefully do not pronounce her name out loud ever because I didn't know how you said it.
It's the unnecessariness.
In my mind, it's always sweetie. If you didn't want, sweetie was available. If you wanted it that, just go.
Child.
But I be feeling old. I be like, oh, Quibble girl, sweetie. You pronounce it right? I hope so. But I think an issue that him in social media, but this is also what happens in life. People have an image that it is profitable to protect. And protecting that image and those profits is more important than protecting the person.
Sure.
Right? If it comes out, like honestly, and I don't want to speculate, heaven knows if this information would have come out if it wasn't outed. If the person that
it probably wouldn't have. But this is the other thing. Do we as the public, well, Chad, you said it in your mind. And then
do you deserve to know?
I backpedal a little bit, but I'm going to finish my thought and then we can have a discussion about how I'm feeling about it. Because as it was coming out, I was like, no, you don't really feel like that. So my question was, if from the second, maybe it was the third video, I'm not quite sure in the order. The video, if he made a video denying it, and that's the video you're talking about.
Was that
I'm
this
talking
weekend?
to Becca. Okay, I didn't see that video. And if he backpedaled on that video, I didn't see that video. The 3.5 minute pre-recorded video where Sister Girl is wearing what appears to be a bonnet, but in fact it is not.
It's a hat.
It is a hat. I watched that video and then I watched the 30-minute video directly after.
Yeah.
The live. So I watched those two videos. The 30-minute video? Yeah, it was a lot. And I think they went live again after that. Yeah, I didn't see any of that. But what was I saying about it?
Your hands are cold.
Oh, from the second video, thank you. It appeared that this happened in early 2020, and the timeline was a little fuzzy, but from my interpretation, it happened sometime in early 2020 when she found out, and then then they got back together in August, and then they moved back in together in August, September, and then they got back together, moved in together back in October. So they've had time to heal.
Yeah.
Whether we think that's enough time is arguable, but they have had time to heal. So while it was new information to us, it wasn't new to her.
Yeah.
With that said, I don't know if they're at a point that they've, been able to talk about it and whatever. I don't know that we deserve to know that information. And then my black pedal on that is if he's still presenting himself as an authoritative figure in this space, then maybe
it's the Jada Red Table Talk scenario. You want to call people to the red table when they need to be held accountable. And then when you need to be held accountable, if you want to continue in this series, if Jada didn't come, that credibility is lost.
Right.
If she didn't bring herself to the table, you can't sit up here and be like, well, you need to come. Why? You ain't come.
Yeah.
So I think with the persona that he has created and probably will have to do in some way, shape, or form if you don't want to go have to work at Denny's, I got to at least say something about it Because if I don't, I can't sell no more books, no more conferences. You ain't gonna watch my videos if I don't at least own up. So now he's like, I got to own up because I was on that Blue Chew.
Yeah,
and that's
I don't
when
know.
I was cheating.
Yes, and that's what
I
I'm
said Blue
saying.
Chew. I said, well, this peen, it ain't enough for one woman. I got to put it in another hole. Oh, this peen is too good for anybody. Oh,
Blue Chew does not endorse infidelity.
they don't endorse infidelity, but they'll give you the erection to cheat if that's what you're going to do. You over there like, I feel bad about myself. My peen ain't going to get hard enough to cheat. Blue Chew be like, oh, you want to cheat? Nah, man, you should stay at home and give that wife her wholesome peen. But if you're going to do it, I'm going to give it to you straight up on the discretion tip.
Straight
Up. Now, I don't cheat. You understand me? I don't cheat. I don't love my body. I just love my wife. And but sometimes I need a little bit of help. I say, Lisa, I don't know if I got enough peen for you. I only got maybe a half chub. I need full chub. Maybe quarter chub. And just from the base, from the balls here, it'd be weird for the peen to be, the helmet to be strong and the rest of it is. But I can't do nothing with a quarter chub. Yeah, you can't do it with a quarter cup of chub. Need me a full chub. I need me a Trinity chub, if you will. I don't need to give her a tall caramel macchiato or chub. I need that. She want the Trinity. Full espresso, double shot of peen.
No room.
We going down the whole, what? We're going on a vacation soon. You think
You done told somebody because I got tagged in a post.
You think the first thing I'm packing is my socks? No, my pills. You understand me? If I don't need no drawers, you know what I'm saying? This Blue Chew gonna keep my jeans up. You understand me? Don't need no belt. Blue Chew gonna keep my jeans up. Listen, Blue Chew is you know what? It's a great product. And if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, you need to go to bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we got a special deal for our listeners and their peens. Try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code LOVE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code LOVE to receive your first month free. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast and the erections. Also, Melissa and I are entrepreneurs, small children. We are planning our legacy. And part of that planning is life insurance, especially for us who are self-employed. We don't have the benefit of life insurance through an employer.
Correct.
And often, even if you have life insurance through your employer, you should have supplemental life insurance outside of your employer, because if you lose your job quickly and then lose your life, you ain't got the insurance because your job like, we don't pay you and we don't insure you. So my dad told me years ago, have your life insurance set up outside of your employment. So if you kick the bucket, your family don't have to go on GoFundMe for your funeral. PolicyGenius can help you compare top insurers in one place and save you 50% or more. Once you find the best option, the PolicyGenius team will set you up on your new policy for you and answer any questions you may have along the way. Here's how you get started. First, head to PolicyGenius.com. In minutes, you can work out how much coverage you need and compare quotes to find your best price. PolicyGenius makes it easy to compare policies for as little as $15 a month. You might even be eligible to skip the in-person medical exam. Since their licensed agents work for you, not the insurance companies, there's zero hassle. If you hit any speed bumps during the application process, PolicyGenius will take care of everything. This kind of service has earned PolicyGenius a 5-star rating across thousands of reviews on Trustpilot and Google. The best part, all the benefits of PolicyGenius, the comparison tool, the handling of the paperwork, the unbiased advice are totally free to use. Listen this. While you're tidying up around the house this spring, why not get your life insurance organized too? You could save 50% or more by comparing quotes and feel good knowing that if something happens, your loved ones will be taken care of. Go to PolicyGenius.com to get started. PolicyGenius. When it comes to insurance, it's just nice to get it right.
All right. I don't know where we ended. Was there anything else you wanted to add to them?
I know I made a lot of jokes because that's part of my job. Me and Melissa were talking about this morning. If this were to happen to us, they would throw us on the grill too.
You know, and Kev is always like, I don't understand why you offer people so much grace, because
You know they
would
be
never,
lighting
I
my
would
butt
never
up.
receive that same type of grace. And I don't know that I necessarily, like, the way that I choose topics and things that I don't talk about is necessarily like, in the event something happens to me, maybe people will pay it forward. I realize that it's just fodder and for public consumption. But I still have to do what feels right to me and never sell out for the dollar and betray my own integrity, that's what integrity is when your mind, body, soul, and physical all line up. They're all fully integrated. And I think that's probably part of the reason people are like kind of anti this man at this point, is because you feel like what you're presenting as and who you are, you're not living a life of integrity.
Right. It's Tiger Woods. Same thing. You presented as this clean cut guy, and you were out here cheating on your wife.
Yeah, but it's even worse when you're like selling stuff, like it's your business.
This is your
if it's
business
your
model.
image, then I think that's what kind of, and that's the predatory part to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that you're exploiting this image and it doesn't line up with who you are. You know, we've had circumstances in the past, and I said, if receipts were to ever come out, who you think I am would more than line up with what happened in private.
Absolutely.
More than line up with who you think I am.
Also, we doggone protect people to an extent, even more than we would be protected. And I think that's the point you were making about exploiting. You are speaking to people and selling them something that you are not a receiver of the own thing you're selling. That is predatory.
Yeah.
I don't think you're implying that it's predatory to make content for single women.
No, absolutely not.
But when you are profiting off of something you don't believe in, and specifically targeting people based on societal standards, and you're not living in that way, and that will be the same thing for a pastor.
But I don't like, it may not be predatory, but I do not like men marketing to women. To single women. I don't like it. I do not like it. It doesn't sit right with me. You are not a woman. You don't understand our experience. And to offer advice from things you should do to catch a man, I'd be like, are you I don't like it. I'm not saying that that's what I don't watch his content, to be honest. So I don't know if he's ever made a video like that, but just on a larger scale, I don't like stuff like that, because I feel like women relate to women better. And I think your time is better spent educating men on how to show up as men, because you're going to be able to relate about not knowing how to use your words or how you were growing up and whatever you go through as a man that I don't know, because I'm a young lady. Young.
Angel said, she basically said the same thing as you, but she said in her angel way. She said, what the, you gonna tell me about how to be a woman?
Honestly, +1. +1, because and then again, women, the power of a praying wife. I'm not saying women shouldn't be praying. I'm sure it's a very powerful book, but is there a complimentary version? Is there a version of a power of a praying husband?
I want to see the opposite of War Room, where the wife is out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to go out here. We got to be the one trying to be the spiritual lead, and all the men got to do is show up and be a financial provider, as if that's enough.
That's why I started our marriage off.
And then when you demand more, then she's ungrateful. Mm-hmm. She's too demanding. She should be happy. That man is buying her this. Look at this house. She needs to. I can't demand more of my husband beyond the material things.
Low key, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Don't say it.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
Sorry.
it. No, it's gonna get said. There's people in the comments, not Patreon, not people on the Love Hour. There be so many people. Ooh, if I was Liz, I would do this. Look at what he does, and you don't know me from Adam. Can of paint.
A whole entire
nice house, car, in his kid's life. They don't know nothing else about nothing. And she looked like this. She need to be happy. If it was me, or if I was, you don't know Nan. No. You don't know Nan. And you don't know what you would do.
Right.
It's easy to say what you would do, but you don't know what you would do.
And that's why you see.
Melissa would stay with me. She would have held my hand just like that apology video. Would have sat up there and said,
"Let me tell you, I don't know if I commend her or if I think it's foolish. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know where I stand on that. but I'm not so sure I could do it. That's all I can say about that. I'm not so sure that I could do it. I
This
would.
is you. Hold my hand, and that's what I'm gonna say. These are who cheated with you. Hold my hand and look in the camera with your glasses. Ice cream parlor. I'm not done, man.
I would be done. I would be done.
It was about 3 kills.
I couldn't do it. And so again, that's her business. That's her prerogative. And like I said, they're not so far, but they are removed from the initial shock of it.
Yeah.
So I'm only speaking from a position of like just finding out. And so who knows, you know what I mean? But like, ooh, child, that was, God bless them. God bless them.
God bless you.
God bless them. And listen, for real though, God bless them.
Really, all jokes aside, all podcast topic aside, I hope they get the healing they deserve.
It sounds like they're on the journey. I also want women to know that just because your husband is saved doesn't make him any less of an F-boy.
Desi. Rebecca is my cousin. Desi.
I don't.
Say it again. Let's chop it up and put it on the Instagram.
I don't.
Honestly, listen, I would argue that they are worse.
They can
because
be.
using God, hide
They
it
hide
in the blanket of the precious blood of the Savior.
And Jesus ain't had nothing to do with that.
And Jesus ain't had nothing to do with it.
Jesus like, why y'all got me out here doing this here? If you were a woman of God, you would cover me.
No. And plus also the order of events. Come on, because you want me to submit. Mm-hmm. You want me to be a woman that can lay down and do the things. But when it comes to actually leading, you can't do nothing because you want me to be the covering.
You want to call a Bible study, and then it's time to do
Then when
Bible
I
study,
call you out on your stuff, then that's when God need to be brought into it. It's so backwards. And then we wonder why then black women get the bad, child, this done got deep. Then black women get the bad name because we out here trying to lead the family because you out of order. And then we get blamed out of alignment. Then we get blamed for trying to lead the home, trying to wearing the pants. No, I want you to. You over here being a clown.
Hello? Listen, I almost threw my shoe at you because you said it.
She said it, Becca. And she'll what? Add more to it.
I add more to it before I take it back.
Yes, she will.
That's on Mary and Jesus.
Mary and Jesus.
They both.
This is a song.
We gonna get knocked out. We gonna get demonetized. I'm just so sick of the narrative.
You are absolutely right. Somehow the women are always collateral damage. Men can often and do often get away with everything. I mean, cheating, beating, literally everything is, and women get the bad rap. Women can't do near the stuff we can get away with. Never in the church. It's just. Listen, pastors have fallen from grace. We all have fallen from grace, but women don't get that same chance at redemption.
We don't.
They don't even get the chance to make the mistake. But the redemption story,
no, because we're the ones on the altar crying out to God to get him, Jesus, to fix y'all.
That's will never be my portion.
Come on.
Ever.
I don't
watch
get
this,
it.
though. Here's what we do. Take Becca, for example. Young, pretty, single. Mm-hmm. Let her be 40, right? Here's what we'll do. Because she won't settle for the trash that's available to her. If she says, you know what, actually, I got a good job. I own my own house. I'm doing what I want to do for a living. I'm cool, which a lot of women and men do. You ain't married. Something's wrong with you. And that's why you're single. Because you won't accept this. Men don't never get that's why you single.
No.
We never get.
All the reasons to be single.
Same age, same lack of children, maybe less to offer. No one ever be like, and that's why you single.
Yes.
When Derek Jackson did this, I seen quotes and see women, y'all listen to him, that's why you single. How is she the damage for what he did? And she ain't even his wife. How she is to blame?
Right.
That made sense.
Somebody. And listen, you know what? He may have, offered sound advice. I'm not saying he didn't.
I saw some people, even in the Patreon, be like, listen, some of the advice was solid.
Yeah, I do think two things can be true.
Absolutely.
I think that you can live.
You could be the person giving the advice and not be the person supposed to be giving it.
Right. You can offer sound, and low key, maybe the advice was based off his personal experience. We just didn't recognize it and know it.
Yeah.
Because you assume all things are well and fine in his life, but if he's analyzing his own relationship, he's probably using that as content. We just don't know he's talking about himself. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day.
Okay, so listen, you guys. We're going to talk about the way of the future, and the way of the future is everything is about convenience and being online. Because with 2020 specifically, we couldn't leave the house. Banks were closed. You couldn't do any of your stuff that you needed to do in person. And so you needed to be able to do things online. And Chime has realized that the way of the future is being able to do things online. Rebecca uses Chime. Joshua uses Chime. They're in here raving about it. They offer eligibility to get your paychecks a couple days in advance. Rebecca said from firsthand experience, this is what she experienced.
Stimmy dropped in the Chime.
Stimmy dropped in the Chime. They have 38,000 fee-free ATMs with MoneyPass, Visa, and Plus Alliance. You know, when you look on your ATM machines and they have those little things, if that's on there, you can use your debit card. You won't get a fee.
You can also use them at ATMs that are like gas stations and stuff like that.
That's perfect. It's convenient. It is everywhere. Join the millions of people that are on Chime, including Joshua and Rebecca. Sign up takes 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Apply now at chime.com/love.
Love.
That's chime.com/love.
Love.
Chime spending account is required. Savings account is optional. Enroll in an optional savings account and grow your savings automatically with 0.5% APY, or that's annual percentage yield, 10 times the national average. And then Chime is a financial technology company. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank NA, member FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Overdraft only applies to debit card purchases. Limits start at $20 and may be increased up to $100 by Chime. Early direct deposit depends on the payer. Out of network cash withdrawal fees apply. Third party and cash deposit fees may apply. Go to chime.com/love for details.
Apparently, you can reload your Chime at Walmart and CVS as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Super convenient.
So
People in the Patreon, some of them already have it.
well, shout out to you guys for already having it, and shout out to Chime for being amazing, because you have literal testimonials right here in the room and in our Patreon.
Yeah.
So don't take our word for it, take theirs.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to say to close out on this? The last thing I wanted to say is that with infidelity, something that I can't imagine going through, and so I just, I'm not praying for them, so I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but I hope that they're able to get through it, is the rebuilding of that trust.
This is totally random, but on the topic. I told Melissa, the random thought I had yesterday is like, how do y'all go to bed last night?
We were talking about it. It was a firestorm. I legit, especially again from being removed from a scenario, feeling like you're in the path of healing, and then all of those feelings kind of resurfacing all of a sudden, and it wasn't at your timing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were pretty much outed. That's hard, and that can
Hard
pull
as a blue
you,
chew peen.
that can pull you back You know,
Yes.
any healing that they've done, I could only imagine, you know, how far back that could have potentially gone. Or the flip side of that is you feel a strong sense of us versus them, and them being us, the public.
I agree, but that's gonna wear off because
but it
we
will.
as the public is gonna move on.
Oh,
A
yeah.
week from now, it's fodder for today. Listen, somebody said every day the internet chooses a topic that's the main topic. Your goal should never to be the main one. And the last couple of days, and it's a crazy thing is whether I said this before, whether people follow you or not, they be aware of you.
Yes.
I'm aware of Derek Jackson. I don't like that way he spelled his name. I don't like the way he referred to himself in third person. But I was aware of who he is. But when you fail, people who ain't never said your name aloud, they're gonna have something to say.
Oh, for sure.
He gonna lose viewers. I was reading an article. Ellen lost a
million
viewers.
I saw that.
She's basically around the same as Steve Wilkos, who was the
wow.
security guard on Jerry
Springer.
She's at 1.5 or 7, and he was at 1.1.
Wow.
She was up there with Dr. Phil, who was at like 3.5. Like, shout out to Oprah.
Yeah,
The fact that she put him on,
Yes.
and he's still pulling in 3.5 million viewers, and he can thank his life to Oprah Winfrey.
Does that show still come out?
Yes.
Does it really?
Them things were those were the recent ratings. He was the highest rated daytime show.
Shut up.
3.4. Regis and Kelly was 2.7. But we were talking about this Patreon. Patreon was like, if Kevin cheated on Melissa, I would be out of the app. Rightfully so.
Let me tell you, this is the other thing. People that, like how she was able to sit there with such like grace and dignity, regardless if she looked stressed out. Like she didn't like the energy that I would give. It would be so bad. It would be so bad. I would create, first of all, I wouldn't give up MrsKevOnStage, but I would leave social media. But like, just to be clear that so no one else could use it, I would be that person. I would have several different like fake accounts to like just, oh, so you dating Kev, you better watch out. Like I would just be in all the comments.
Did you really?
Absolutely. Why would I not?
You better watch out.
You don't think me and Mel would be over there too?
Oh my God, Melanie Goolsbee
My
would be my
sisters,
worst nightmare.
I would literally, yeah, I would literally
burner?
be. Listen, let me tell you, it is a ton of energy, and I would make time.
Hello? I got one time to roll.
People would ask
my
me,
own cousin.
No, Melissa.
Why
Melissa,
my family be taking Melissa?
Melissa, since everything that went down between you and Kevin, what are you doing? Trolling Kevin. That would be my job. I would
Jeff
change.
Bezos' wife went on and got married again.
Child, God bless her.
That is not my portion. If I am going to suffer,
I would
This
never
is my
get
blood
married.
cousin who's like, I'm with Liz.
I would never get remarried.
Just to spite me?
No, just to ensure the narrative continues. I would do all the interviews. I would do every. I don't
Comedy
care
Hype?
who
You
you
better
are.
not go on Comedy Hype.
Yes,
Comedy Hype?
I'm going on. If you dare, Melissa, are you available? Yes. Yes,
and write a book about it too.
I'm very much available.
right about it.
I'm gonna write a book about being a woman scorned. I'm gonna write a book about being an ex-wife influencer. I'm gonna come out with Lemonade Part 2. I promise you.
What happens when you get brown skin? and
I'll be
lemonade?
on.
Arnold
I will
Palmer.
be on the real social media housewives of LA.
Listen, I almost said something real petty. I'm glad.
That'd be a great show. We should put that on the app. Would you put that on the Kevin Stage Studios app?
Absolutely.
Because she's the owner. She be like, leave the app.
And then
Put it
have
on
my
there.
lawyer. And when you put it on there, make sure he don't own nothing.
Would you go to Lipstick Alley on
I
me?
would everything.
Not down to the alley on me.
Kevin, I would create. You know how they just recently, Donald Trump said he's creating his own social
Yeah.
media. Child, it would be MKOS Lipstick Alley. I would create a whole new platform.
Not down to the alley. You know they're my arch nemesis.
I would be on Twitter. Though I'm not even on Twitter like that. I would literally tweet more. I would have vlogs.
She's up and tweeting out more.
I would be the worst thing. I am the definition of it's cheaper to keep her. Not because of the actual money, but because of the emotional toll that it would take. The mental anguish.
You wouldn't have to work either.
The emotional
because of the way our life is
toll.
set up. You have
Oh
plenty.
no, I would find a job though.
Would you?
Yes, because it helps the narrative. I don't need his money. Don't worry about the alimony. Don't worry about what he gave me in the divorce settlement. I'm working. Yeah, girl. Yes, girl. First of all, this is all about the narrative. So whatever I think just helps to curate.
Have you thought about this?
No, this is what's in me. Out of the
a lot of us. She had a 4-point
out
plan.
of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
She got a PR publicist on deck.
Listen, it don't take
I
much.
would never get married. Never.
Nah.
It doesn't help the narrative.
Plus, also, you can have the kids.
Wow.
You know, they were saying that the men don't get the kids here.
No. That would help your narrative.
I will get the kids.
Yes. Because
Why gotta keep the kids? No, you keep them.
no, you keep them.
Play the music.
Y'all have a good
Where you
time.
finna go if I got the kids?
I have to be petty. That's going to consume all of my time. I have to troll. I have to be petty. I have to manage, separate accounts. I'm going to be so stressed. I would be the literal, there is no amicable due to irreconcilable differences. No N-word. Everything. Racial slur. Everything. You and she, the little girl.
Somebody said I'm deleting the app and sub it to Melissa's Patreon. Would you
Chat.
get your own Patreon?
Yes.
That would be the first thing.
That's how
Y'all would leave Patreon?
That's how you start. You be like, y'all want to know the real tea?
That's exactly how you start.
That is how you start. At least that first month, you got to make them pay monthly. I mean, I'm from the jump. Don't let them. Don't let them
so
get
they
it
can't
first.
leave.
If y'all gonna leave after the first month, that first
Child.
month gonna be lucrative.
But it don't matter. It don't matter because also I would like vlog every day. And I would vlog all of my emotions. You know how they be on here just like having a good day and then they're crying? I would be like, I want you to send my stuff in your group chats. I want to be, girl, did you see Melissa?
I want you to send my stuff in your group chats in such a specific request.
Listen, if I am in your group chat, that means that I am going viral. That means I'm getting my own money. I will be on here. Send me in the group chat. Send me in the group chat.
Man, all the Patreons said they're leaving.
Yeah, girl,
Bye,
chat.
Kev. I'm out. Along
I would
these
be
symbols.
the worst. I would literally be your worst nightmare. And people be like, you have to forgive because it's heavy on you. And like, that's your burden. I would be like, I sleep fine.
Yes, I actually sleep better being paid.
I troll all day. I clock out from my job as a troll and I go to sleep and I wake up rested. My edges are intact. Like, honestly, I'm not quite sure why we believe forgiveness is the key to sleeping so well.
Let the Lord forgive you. I ain't got to. He died for you. It wasn't going to be me. Wow, Liz. I got nothing.
You would just go away quietly?
Me?
Yes.
studio's at.
Maybe you'll be like, yeah, we're sorry. The amount of growth per month over month is crazy on this.
Oh,
What do you mean I would just go away?
You would just be like, all right, that's the end.
If you cheated on me?
Yes. That's dumb.
I couldn't. I would self-destruct. All my confidence would be gone.
But the thing about it is our relationship deserves better than just like self-destructing. It's actually low-key offensive.
It is.
Like it deserves like a big blow up and like be in all the vlogs and like
Y'all would be able to rebrand.
ain't no rebrand.
No, but I'm saying like it wouldn't be like some people would fall out and then that's it.
No.
Y'all would both.
If it wasn't a whole if we broke up and we didn't make baller alert, I would feel like so no one cared.
I would be pissed.
That's
Baller Alert.
offensive.
Shade
I need to
room.
be on the
I
shade
need to be on
room.
the
I
shade
need to
room.
be on the
If I
baller
don't make it to
alert. I need.
I want to trend.
Oh yeah,
It will be
I have to.
whatever we do and do it in decency and in order and excellence.
Oh
I
yes.
got to trend. If it don't make a blip, I'm gonna be sad. I better go out with a bang, and you better close this up. Listen, it was one thing to know in theory what my audience would do, but to see it and see Josh and my very own cousin. If I can't even get Josh, whom I met when he was just an 11-year-old boy in Camarillo, my cousin who I met when she was born. I can't even get my own family. I got no chance of keeping my audience. If I can't get the people who have the same grandma as me, Melissa would be at Thanksgiving. They'd be like, "Oh, Kev, enough of you."
Let me tell you how petty I would be. I would be the person that like texted your grandmother and your mother. I would send a gift for every holiday. For St. Patrick's Day, they would get a gift.
Everybody's getting Gucci back.
Everybody.
Wow.
I just wanted to say happy St. Patrick's Day. You know, green's your favorite color, girl. It looks so cute on you. I love you, girl. Bye.
You would really be Missy.
I would be
the rich auntie.
Yes.
Oh, kids.
She would get, that's Mercedes. She would get St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day. What's another made up holiday? Columbus Day.
Columbus
Girl,
Day.
I'm so happy I found you, even though I found him wrong.
That is very. This is wild.
That's funny.
This is wild.
Oh, Kev. I'm sorry, Kev.
Like, hold on.
Listen, part of my success, a lot of comedians have told me, like, I think part of your success is you have a good home life. You ain't tricking and wasting all this time doing all this and that. You work on your. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't even be funny no more. I'd be like, hey guys, you saw this on the internet. I miss her.
You would be a meme.
I miss her. Oh my God. Oh. I would be like this. Try to go live. Hey, Patreon. All 7 of you.
I would subscribe to your Patreon. You miss Melissa, huh?
And then I see your name. I'd be like,
No, my name would be Karen.
baby, come.
My name would be
Backup
Karen.
account?
Yes, Karen.
Hey,
You would create an account to be in my Patreon?
Absolutely. I'd probably create 5 in case I said something on one that got blocked.
Kat, would you still be a moderator?
She bet not.
She did not. I'm taking me.
I go down to the north and don't go to what they say. Don't go to none of the restaurants I introduce you to.
You can't enjoy any of the restaurants together.
Nah.
We've been to every restaurant in LA.
Correct. So I guess you gonna starve. That seems like that's gonna be your lot in life. It's really too bad. Anything else you wanted to add? Happy
You really could
NAACP.
They would take back my nomination. You ain't nominated no
Child, I would go to your PR people so quick. Child.
This is not. That would not be a smart decision by any stretch of the
more. Bad for the brand.
It's horrible.
But let me
I
tell
have
you.
to go work at
Let me
Boeing.
tell you, I would never be one to stay by for the brand.
No.
I'll leave first.
I see you got the whole exit strategy.
Someone said that?
I heard it.
Oh.
She would be on Versus. Like, hold on. To be another one. You ain't even a musician. I got a new album out. Me and Keisha Cole doing another Versus.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Anything else,
Man,
Kev?
Kat said she'd leave. Melissa gets the crew into the divorce decree.
Child. Everything. All right. Anything you want to add, Kevin?
I love you so much. You are so important to me.
Yes, grab my hand.
Please don't go. Please.
All right. Anything else you want to add for real?
No.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this. I don't know if we dropped gems or if it ended up being messy. I don't know. I'll have to watch it back and figure out if I'm gonna ever do this again. But in the meantime, between time, Patreon, 6 o'clock tonight. Make sure you are there if you would like to see the festivities. Yes, thank you. 6 o'clock Pacific time. If you would like to
Do your
see
own math.
the festivities. If not, you guys will be seeing them on Friday.
Friday?
And
bonus episode.
yeah, and I wanted to go live with Patreon on Friday with you, but I'll tell you about why. Okay. All right. Bye.